guys, Dave here from JDH Reptiles. Today I want to do a little video about how the beginning of our breeding season has started. You probably can't really read the board here, but this is what we use to track our pairings. We have the male on one side, and then next to that we have the multiple females that he is seeing this season. We then write down the dates that they locked, and we can follow that as well as with our ultrasound, be able to keep up monthly on follicle growth and how they are progressing through the season. So with that being said, before we start this, I do want to say today is Monday, Monday the 13th. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday is the last time we will ship for 2022. So do me a favor, use the link down below, go over to our Morph Market page, take a look at the animals we have listed there. If there's something you like, something that you want, and you want to talk price, send me an offer. What's worse I could say is no, or counter offer, but we'll definitely work with you. The deal is, the stipulation is it needs to ship this week. It needs to be paid for and shipped this week. Otherwise, we're going to be waiting until 2023, and I won't be doing any pick your own deals. So don't wait, do that, send me a message, let me know you saw this video and this offer, and like I said, I'll work with you. You know, all these animals need homes, and if we can make a deal, I'll get it shipped out to you this week. Back to the video. So we have I think 18 females currently active in the breeding season. Some haven't locked, some have locked multiple times. So I'm going to kind of break down the males and females, let you know genetically what everything is, and we're just going to do a fun little video and let you know how the beginning of our season is starting. Now, this isn't all the females. Obviously, we have about 50 females, some of which we may not breed this year only because they're not going to, with the way the world is right now, I think we all need to be wise. We need to be smart with our pairings. If they're not helping you push your projects further, and they're just snakes, you know, the hatchings will just be animals to offer, those are probably pairings you may want to not do this year, or at least not many of them, because you might be sitting on them a while. The idea, in my opinion, for the next year or two is probably going to be producing things that you want to hold back to move your projects forward. So I'm going to let you know what we are starting off the year with, and throughout the season I'll continue this. We'll add more females when they start getting in the rotation, and we'll update you guys on those. So starting at the very top is going to be our acid highway male. He is going to see, the first girl that he's currently seeing is a pastel pinstripe yellow belly blackhead. Now, they were together a few times last year. She didn't go. They've currently had 3 locks this season, and I think the last time I checked her, I'm just looking over at her tub, I believe the last time I checked her she was at, I want to say 12 or 14 millimeters. So just kind of rolling into it. The next female he's going to see is an Enchi gravel. So obviously our idea there is to make super gravels and highways. I really don't care to make any more acid highways, and I know I paired him to another yellow belly. It's more the other genes involved. We have, I think, three female acid yellow or acid highway combos. I really don't need any more. I think they'll sell pretty well, but I don't know. I'm not blown away by them typically, but I definitely want to do super gravels, so that's why we paired him with her. Moving on to the next male, it is a pastel blackhead het pied and potentially het lavender, and I will get into that in another video. We produced, he's going to a pastel pied this year. So the idea there is pastel, super pastel blackheads, more of anything be blackhead pieds. So hopefully they do well. They've locked one time so far, so hopefully they do well and get us some blackhead pieds. By the way, that NG gravel has not locked yet with that acid highway. All right, the next male up is our fire spot nose redhead. That one is currently going to our yellow belly paint female. They've had 2 locks so far this season, and going to a clown female, just a single gene clown. So making some het clowns, hopefully some spot nose redhead het clowns to hold back. They've had 1 lock as well. The next male is going to be a pastel cypress hypo, and he's going to, oh boy, so the first one he's going to is an ivory. It's a super yellow belly, possible orange dream, possible black pastel, possible pinstripe. We produced her, don't know if she's got anything else in her because this is her first season, so really just hoping to pull out some more of those combos and see if she has other things hidden in her genetically. They've locked once. And the other female, now I have to look at the card on this because it's a long, there's a lot of genes here. So that one is, let me see, just a second. Alright, so that one is supposed to be a leopard, enchi, butter, super pastel, fire, het hypo female. So you can imagine that female with a pastel cypress hypo should be some really cool stuff. Hopefully they do well this season. Hopefully she lays a nice clutch for us. They've locked once so far, so that's good. Matter of fact, they're currently locked up right now. This is the first lock. The next male we got going on is our paint male. He made some sweet black pastel, yellow belly, het paint hatchlings this last season. Matter of fact, we still have a male up for sale on our Morph Market page. So this time we're going to try and put him into some color added genes. So he's going to, alright, so this girl is an orange dream yellow belly vanilla. So hoping to add all those things in with the het paints to hold back some paints for the future, or hold back some het paints for the future, and offer some up as well. But the idea is get that paint gene moving into some more, some other genes that we don't currently have, and hopefully have some built up for, you know, a year or 2 from now. Move some of those males into our visuals, and also produce some females to hold back. So in a couple years we can make multi-gene paint animals. Next one up is our Coral Glow lesser possible enchi sunset. He's currently going to a het sunset that we produced. Don't know if it's het sunset because it came from all those potential fake hets that we got. She looks a little different. We're going to take a shot and see if she's actually het for sunset. If not, we'll have some more 100% hets that we can either hold something back or offer you guys. They've had a couple locks. The next one is an Orange Dream Yellow Belly that we produced. She produces some super bright animals, and we thought mixing that with the sunset, you know, Coral Glow, all that, would look really nice. Again, hopefully produce some more 100% hets that we can hold back and we can offer, so you can move into the sunset gene if you'd like. They've had a couple of locks as well. The next one from there, we actually have 2 males that are courting the same female because she doesn't seem to be too receptive, so we're hoping she'll jump into this. She's a proven breeder. She laid a clutch for us. I think she laid a clutch for us 2 years ago. She did not go this last year. The males are both the same. They're both Lori het for VPI Xanthic and genetic stripe, and she's a double het VPI Xanthic genetic stripe. So really hoping to get the Lori into Xanthic, Lori into G-stripe, Lori into a double visual. So like I said, we have 2 males. They're brothers. They came from the same clutch. Matter of fact, I think they're her siblings. They are her siblings. Or not siblings, but her offspring. So we kept both of them. We were going to offer one as of right now because we're just trying to get some locks started. Whoever catches with her first, that'll be the winner. So we're just, you know, flip-flopping males until we catch a lock. Doesn't really matter because We produced them both. We know they're both 100% hets. So regardless which male produces the clutch, it doesn't matter. We'll get the same things genetically. So next one up is going to be the male is a red stripe double het G-stripe clown. As of right now, that boy is seeing a I'm trying to think. I think it's pastel. No, I think it's super pastel. Blackhead het G-stripe. So that's a cool one. We've actually produced a pastel blackhead G-stripe from that female last year, and we have a male for that. Looks all right. It's pretty muddy, but really dark, really cool looking. So this time we're trying to get blackhead and red stripe together in the G-stripe, and then because of genetic testing, we can take all those hatchlings that we're going to keep, or potentially all the hatchlings depending on what they are genetically, and test those for shed test to see if they're het for clown. So that'll not only help us determine what we want to keep, but it'll help us list animals properly, so you guys don't have to potentially buy pos hets. You can either buy a 100% het because it's genetically tested to be het, or I'll list it as not het if it does not come back as het for clown. Next one up. This is a pastel yellow belly, 100% het for DG, 100% for either cryptic or clown, and pos het for genetic stripe. So that male's pretty good powerhouse. He currently is going to a pastel spot nose clown female, and they have locked. So really just hoping to make some cryptics, some clowns, you know, hopefully like yellow belly spot nose, pastel yellow belly spot nose, cryptics, I should say kryptons, because it'd be het for cryptic and het for clown, or clowns. And then I can genetic test from there when they're available for desert ghost and for genetic stripe. So really cool potential for down the road. Got some holdbacks out of that, would be great. We'll see. We'll see if they continue on course and move forward from there. Alright, we got 5 more males. The next one is an albino clown. He's going back to his mother, which is a pastel het albino het clown. Trying to make some, you know, pastel clowns, pastel albinos, and pastel albino clowns. Or even without pastel, I don't care. I think that's a really cool combo. I think it'd sell well as, you know, depending on what we can hit there, might be able to give us a holdback or two for the season. Next after that, we are pairing our VPI Xanthic Clown male to a super pastel, let's see, this one is super pastel bamboo blackhead. So everything will be double het for Xanthic and clown, but we also have the potential of getting bamboo in there for bamboo clowns or bamboo Xanthic clowns, blackhead, and everything will be pastel. So again, a couple more holdbacks there and some really cool animals to offer to you guys. That'll be 100% double het for Xanthic clown. Alright, moving on from there. We're going to save this one for last. I'll come back to it because I'm going to have a little story for it. But the next one up after that is our Coral Glow Krypton. And he is currently being paired to a pastel leopard clown female. So everything will either be Krypton or clown. And then we can get Coral Glow. Basically, we can get Batman's, which is Coral Glow Leopard Clown. We can get Coral Glow Leopard Kryptons, which I don't know if they have a cool name yet, but maybe if I hit one, I'll have to make it up. They've all locked. Actually, the last so many have locked. So that's really good starting out the season there. This one here is, this is a pastel leopard, no, sorry, leopard mystic clown. No pastel, it's a leopard mystic clown. And he currently is being paired to a pinstripe het clown that we produced. So trying to get pin clowns, mystic pin clowns, leopard pin clowns, all that stuff would be really cool. Hoping to have a holdback or two out of that clutch. Everything will be het for clowns, so there will be some ability to sell some nice animals to you guys. As you can see, a lot of this season, we're trying to make either more hets, more double hets, or a lot of visuals. because obviously recessives are the way to go, and we want to be able to offer those animals to you as well as some holdbacks for us. That way we can move our collection forward and you can do the same. Alright, so the last one, we're going to go back to that one. This is our Super Lori male, and he is going to a het red axanthic yellow belly female. Now, why do we do this? I'm very firm on keeping our lines separate. Well, everybody is on the fence. Is het red axanthic and Lori similar? Are they the same? Are, you know, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I tend to think they're not, because I've seen het red combos and Lori combos, the same combos, and they look different. But this is the way to tell, because we'll be able to take everything will be Lori. If we get het red from the mom, we'll have supers or act like supers, so ALS combos. We could get yellow belly in there too, but the idea here is to look at pattern to pattern, color to color. So if we could produce a Lori het red axanthic and set that next to its father, which is a super Lori, there should be no doubt in the world, looking from super to super, or allelic combo to super, set them side by side and say they are without a doubt the same animal, or they are not the same animal. So we're going to try and prove that this year. They have locked already, and we're hoping they'll continue to do that job and get us a clutch. She's a big girl. She's almost 4,000 grams. So with any luck, maybe we'll get a really large clutch that we can get some good odds to just hit the het red Lori combo without yellow belly. I mean, I'd like to hit with yellow belly, don't get me wrong, but I'd like to be able to take a het red axanthic Lori, set it next to the father, which is a super Lori. That way we could say definitively if they're the same animal or not. And if they are, we break it. Plain and simple. If they're not, we break it again. So I'll be super excited for that. I do have some het red axanthic combos that we've produced and held back. I will say if they are the same, I'll probably keep them. If they're not the same, they will probably be for sale, because I really don't want to work both lines. I would rather just work the Lori gene. But we're going to try and prove that this season. Try and get some answers for all of you as well as for myself. But that's it. That's the start of the season. Like I said, I think this is, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. There's 18 females there. And we have about 35 more. So we got about 55 animals that could breed this year again. We probably won't pair that many. Matter of fact, I can already see there's about 6 or 7 tubs that we have an X on, which is that we're not going to pair them this year. So we'll see how the season goes. If we get some females that either reabsorb early or that just don't tend to grow follicles this season, which could happen, maybe we'll bring one of those girls out of the depths to see if they want to breed. We'll just keep an eye on the whole group together throughout the season. Even the ones we don't pair, I'll still ultrasound. That way we can keep an eye on their follicle growth. Because if we need to bring one in, then we'll know which girl not only do we want to use, but which one has follicle growth that's worth breeding. So, hope this video was fun. Hope you got to see, or hope you enjoyed seeing what we're currently breeding. If you have any questions, by any means, leave those comments down below. If you want to make a comment about some of the pairings we got, love to hear what you got to say. Like I said, I'll go and do this again maybe another month or two. We have some females that are going to be ready for breeding in December. We have a lot that are going to be ready to breed in January. So maybe I'll do an update in January after I get, another 15 or 20 females on the list. But hang tight on that, guys. We'll get you an update as soon as we get there. Until next time, we appreciate your support. Check all the links down below. Again, hit up my Morph Market page. Send me a message if you want to make a deal on an animal. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. Take care.